Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and Merry Katmas to you. Welcome to day 2 of 12 days of Katmas. Today we are going to be making an altered embroidery hoop. I love using this particular size. It is the 8-inch size. I think it's absolutely perfect. I only use one of the circles when it comes to the embroidery hoop. So I take them apart and just so I can double up on how much I can make from one hoop. And the reason I do this is I don't think you really need both of them. So, and you also save on money and you save the environment by splitting it into two. I have already picked out my theme, and here are all the different things that I'm doing. This is actually for the Winter Wonderland get together with SoCal Crafty meetups, and I went ahead and made this shaker ahead of time, and I sewed it as I was showing you here, and I made a little mix for it. Go ahead and check the link down below for how I made this mix, and I got some tips and tricks for you for creating your perfect mix. And then, like I said, I have all this picked out. This is from Hobby Lobby. It's on the spool, so you have to ask for how much yards you want. And this is also from Hobby Lobby. It was $1.99. And then you guys saw this video. I got this from AlieExpress. And then the chipboard is from Snow and Cocoa. And then you have the little snowflakes that are from the Dollar Tree that are ornaments. And I think they're absolutely perfect. I really love the theme. It's absolutely coming together. These little sequins are from Michael's from last year from the Crateology brand. And then the paper that I'm using is also Michael's hot paper pad called Prism Magic. So it's not double-sided. This is the back that I'm going to be using, and the front has those beautiful holographic snowflakes. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off by tracing the circle on the outside of the embroidery hoop. That way we make sure that it'll fit just right on top of it, and same with the other paper, trace around the outside. And then we're going to go in with some really good scissors to cut this out perfectly. Make sure you go ahead and take your time. Always better that you have some extra hanging on the side of the embroidery hoop than having too little and it's too small for your embroidery hoop. You can always go in and trim it if needed once you've glued it down onto your embroidery hoop. Once you have it all cut out, you want to go ahead and glue the two pieces together. If you have a double-sided paper, you don't need to, although I still recommend it. That way it's very sturdy on the back. I'm using some Tombow Mono liquid glue to fuse these two papers together, and I'm just adding some generous amount, but not too much, and not too much around the edge, otherwise it would ooze out. And I love Tombow liquid glue, however it's very sticky, and I just feel like it doesn't absolutely dry when it's outside of the paper. So depending on what you're using, just be careful that it doesn't ooze on the outside of what you're fusing together. Once you've had that glued together, you're going to go ahead and grab your embroidery hoop, and you're going to glue this down on there. Again, I'm going to be using the Tombow Mono liquid glue around the edge, and I'm just adding a small trickle all around and then fusing that on the back of the embroidery hoop. Depending on the glue that you use, make sure you give it plenty of time to dry. And once it's dried, it's beautiful. I love it. I wanted to make sure that those holographic snowflakes were on the inside, since that's the part that's going to be displayed with the shaker pocket. And once that's finished, you can go ahead and start decorating it. I'm first going to start by adding the trim all around the edge. I'm using a hot glue gun, and I'm making sure that I'm only doing a little portion at a time to make sure that my ribbon is in the direction that I want it to be. Once you're all finished, I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I love this frilly kind of trim for the edges of embroidery hoops. I think it's so cute. Now we're moving on to the shaker pocket, and I'm going to be using hot glue for this as well. I was going to use fabric glue, but I changed my mind and decided to use hot glue because I want to make this really taut, since it is organza that I'm using and it just could be really weighted with the sequins. So by adding hot glue and letting that dry and then moving off to the other edge, adding hot glue there, I can make sure that it's nice and taut. And then just like the trim, I do little sections at a time, and I make sure that it's nice and firm like I want it to be, and the sequence isn't dipping in because of the weight. When you're finished gluing, make sure you wait and let it dry before you shake it, otherwise the sequins are all going to get stuck to your glue. And then we're moving on to the next step, and we're going to add this cute little pink trim on the top edge of the sequins, and it just helps tie all those colors in and bring those colors out from the paper. For this step, I am going to be using the fabric glue because it's super easy. I'm just going to add that all on the top, and just a thin amount. You don't need very much. And this is kind of stretchy ribbon, so I'm going to stretch it here on top and just make sure that it stays in place. Once you finish gluing that down, you have your base completed, and now the fun part begins. We're going to go ahead and decorate the front, and I'm so excited. I think it's going to come out so amazing. We're going to start off with the beautiful snowflakes from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just kind of laying things out here so I can get an idea of how I want it to be. I want the snowflakes to be layered so that there's a little bit of dimension on there, and I'm going to be using hot glue for all of these. I'm going to try to have some of the sequins to stay at the top, so when it's stood up, some of the sequins will remain and it's not all going to pile at the bottom. So we're going to add just the tiniest dab of glue on the back of the snowflake and then attach it on to the organza. And again, I'm only using just a small amount, that's all you need. And I'm making sure that it's not going to attach to my paper on the back. And then same thing with the other snowflake, just a little bit of glue, not very much, and attach it again. And this one's going to go slightly on top of the larger snowflake. And again, you get these at Dollar Tree. They have a few different sizes. If you check out my latest haul from Dollar Tree, I go over these and let you know that there's a couple different types, so make sure you go check that video out. And next we're gonna go ahead and work on the chipboard piece. There is a adhesive on the back of it. I'm just gonna rip this off and then glue it down. Again, gonna try to have that some of that sequence be at the top when I glue this down so it remains when it's stood up. But before I do that, I'm going to attach my cute little bear. Again, this was using an AlieExpress die, and I showed you guys that in a video. Make sure to check that link down below. I'm just going to add some hot glue because it's quick and easy, and I'm going to attach it on top of the snowflakes. And I think she looks so cute on here. I really love it. The pink is adorable. It ties in the pink on the trim, and the gold is going to accent the chipboard piece. So here I am making sure some of that sequence stays on top, so when I add the chipboard piece, it's going to remain on there. Next, we're gonna add some of those holographic snowflakes. I have 3 because it's always best to add 3 of a certain type on your project, and you create a perfect triangle. And I'm just gonna go ahead and attach it with some hot glue, just the tiniest little dab on there. And that's it, guys. Here is your altered embroidery hoop themed to a winter wonderland, and I think it came out adorable. I really love it. It really accents that Prism Magic paper from the Hot Buy paper pad from Michaels. I love how glittery it is with the holographic paper, the sequins, the glitter, and the gold. It just definitely screams winter wonderland to me. I really love how it turned out. Let me know down in the comments what you think. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. The sentiment on the back is a little crooked, but I don't mind. I just wanted it to be on the back and just a cute sentiment, so it's no big deal. If you like this video, make sure you go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. There are more 12 Days of Katmas videos coming up, so I hope to catch you in the next one, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, guys! Hey guys, thanks for watching. Click on the cat above so you can subscribe to my channel, and then click on the video so you can check out day 1 of 12 Days of Katmas. Catch you in the next one. Bye!